Hello, this is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. Today is Sunday, the 20th of May, 2007. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stocks for trading on Monday. We've got shares of Actuate Corporation, symbol ACTU on the screen right now. And you can see we've got a nice uptrend here with the 10, 20, and 50-day moving average all rising. The stock broke out recently past some resistance at about $6.10 a share or so. Did so with an increase in volume, and it's been consolidating the last week and a half on lighter volume, which indicates that the sellers just aren't really that motivated. So it looks like we've got good support for the stock right here. Looking at a weekly time frame, you can see it's at a multiple year high, and on the monthly time frame, you can see it's got room. It looks perhaps up towards about this level here, which is 7.25, and that's what we're going to make our target. So 7.25 is what our upside target is going to be for Actuate. Now, in order to enter the stock, I'd like to see strength above $6.34. That's this high right here. If it can trade above $6.34, I think you want to purchase the stock and then put your stop down below Friday's lows. So at about $6.18 a share, that would be a risk of 16 cents in this stock to make about 89 cents in ACTU. AMSC is the symbol for American Superconductor. Now this stock is looking like it's getting ready to break out to a new high here. We've got higher lows as the stock has found support along that 50-day moving average. And the one thing I'll caution you about, it is fairly thinly traded. If you look at the average daily volume over the last 20 days, has been just 222,000 shares. But when you look at this real nice weekly time frame, you can see it was up on big volume. It's been consolidating on light volume as it holds that rising 50-day moving average, and there's 5.9 million shares short this stock. So 5.9 million shares, let's just call it 6 million shares. That would take a lot of days, about 30 days in fact, for the shorts to cover that position. So the stock is looking like it's got a very good potential for a short squeeze with it up at multiple year highs and such a large position, and looking at where it has the potential to go on a weekly time frame. Also, if you look at the description of what this company does, they're involved in wind power. So I don't really know much about the fundamentals. If you're an investor, you might want to check it out. But from a trading standpoint, here's what I think we want to do is buy the stock on strength above 1505. That's this level right here from late Friday afternoon. Buy it above 1505. I think you can then set your stop down about $14.80 or so. If it falls back there, I think this little this little breakout here with volume will be considered failed. So we don't have to risk much. In fact, just risk 25 cents for the opportunity. I think at least $16 a share. So we'll call it 95 cents of upside, 25 cents of risk. But with such a big short position, hopefully those shorts can be put into a position where they panic and really drive the stock higher. It's definitely got the right ingredients there for a big mover, I think. Finisar, FNSR is the symbol. You can see this 10-day moving average about to cross up through the 20, which is rising, and the 50 is rising. We saw big volume as the stock rallied here just earlier last week, and light volume as it pulled back to the conjunction of that 10 and 20-day moving average. So it's looking really good on that daily time frame. The weekly time frame, it looks like it's got potential to really run here. So looking at a 10-minute time frame, I think you want to buy the stock above $3.74. That was the high on Friday. So above $3.74, I think you want to purchase FNSR. Put your stop, I think, right down here, right below Friday's low. So $3.65. So we're only risking a dime here. And I think the stock has the potential to at least make it up to $4.25 a share. That would give us 51 cents of upside for just 9 cents or 10 cents worth of risk. TASER, I saw John's got this on his blog, so be careful with it. Anytime he and I both share the same idea, lately it seems like they've been real duds. So hopefully I haven't jinxed it. But I do own some of this stock already too, so I wanted to point that out. But the stock really looks good on this daily time frame. You can see where this it broke past this level of resistance near 9. That's acted as support. We've got big volume here. And again, notice, just not because it's important here, but just as a general rule, that big volume tends to peak at the turning points, okay? So light volume relative to the advancing volume as it's come back and found support. Looking at a weekly time frame, the stock looks good on a weekly time for the first time in a long time. We've got the 10 week above the 20-week, above the 40-week moving average, and they're all starting to rally too. So I think the stock could be in a position for even bigger gains. Here's how I suggest we trade it. I'm going to agree with John. Above $9.32 is where you want to purchase this stock, and I think you want to put your stop right down here at about $9.13 a share. I think the upside target is $10.25. So that'd be 19 cents of risk for the opportunity to make 93 cents in shares of TASR. I'm not going to suggest a short sale, but if you are looking for something, if the market sees some weakness, WFR does look like something that might be in some trouble here in the short term.